everyone. I had one of you the other day, and I'm really sorry if more of you have asked for this. I felt like I've seen at least 2 of you ask, and I think I can only find a comment from one of you. If I can find it from more, I'll let you know. But you were asking, what are the trending bags for 2020? What is new out? What should we be buying? What's worth buying and what's maybe worth dodging? As well as you wanted to know, you were kind of saying, oh, if I was going to buy any of the new bags out this year, which ones are they going to be? I really feel that a massive trend for 2020, not just for handbags, but for shoes, accessories, clothing, a massive trend is to reuse and recycle stuff that you already have, but vintage items as well. I did a video back in January, and it was on how to be a bit more sustainable with the things that you buy, thinking about cost per wear, but also digging things out that you used to wear. And I don't know what, something in my mind this year has really clicked, and I love the fact that I feel this is becoming more of a trend. But the trend I'm talking about is about reusing and recycling. There's like a 90s revival thing going on. Because of that, I've noticed the pre-loved, the second-hand market for those old vintage bags is going nuts at the moment. I cannot believe there have been, at the end of last year, for example, I was looking to get the, you know, like the 1990s Fendi bag that's made out of fabric, like nylon. I was looking at getting these, and you know, you could pick these up on Vestiaire Collective and on eBay for £100, not even that much. Now, people are bidding on them and they're going for over 300. They're going for like 500, and they're the old original bags, and they're not even leather, they're nylon. So some of the things that I've noticed for 2020, there's the revival of the Prada Nylon Shoulder bag that goes under the arm. These are, as I said, nylon. They seem to range from, they start at £535 and they go up to around about a bit over £900. I wouldn't buy that either, because I feel like it's quite a lot for what is a nylon bag, but I like the concept of it. Now, other bags that are coming out that seem to be doing a revival, before I talk about the other ones which have always been there, but they've come out in colourways that I think are going to be really hot this year. The Chanel Mini Flap. This, I actually just spoke about this in a video I did earlier today. I feel that the classic flap, the square version, mini one, I feel that that was popular. I don't feel like it's ever been as popular as the regular size ones, the small, the medium, or the large jumbo. And I feel like that because I owned one for a while and I sold it because it was a bit too small to fit my phone in. It also had like something weird going on with the chain strap, where when you wore it crossbody, it kind of was literally like here. And it was okay on the shoulder, but I know some of you will be like, well, it's not a crossbody bag. I know, I'm just saying though. And I sold it because I couldn't fit all my stuff in it, and because I do quite like to, I tend to go out on the day with it on my shoulder, then it gets boring when I want both hands free and I want to wear it crossbody, and I could never do that, so I sold it. But I must say, it's a bag that I have missed. I liked the small size of it. And here's the thing, I feel that this year there is a revival in interest in the classic flap small size, not necessarily the rectangular, the square. And when I've seen it, I feel like I've seen a few improvements that they've made on it, which might be contributing to why it's so popular. First of all, it's bigger than the original one, bigger than the one that I had. Secondly, it looks like the chain is slightly longer. And thirdly, it's still a classic Chanel. And this is one of the bags that I think I will probably buy this year, because I have really missed the square version that I had. And now the fact that they've kind of given it a new lease of life, they've made it a little bit bigger so it fits, you know, new age smartphones. I think this is one that I'm probably going to buy. And I wanted to show you a couple that are new out in the new collection. These are not classics, by the way. These are limited edition. They're part of the, I think it's like, what is it out at the moment? Like the pre-spring or whatever it's called. You can get it in pink, navy blue, black. I really like the way they've modernised, in this instance, the hardware by making it matte. And I've noticed as well, Louis Vuitton have also cottoned onto the whole matte thing. Dior did that. I really liked it. I really felt that, particularly on the Lady Dior, which has got, it can have quite a kind of mature vintage vibe to it. When they made the hardware on the Ultra Matte, I felt that it just gave it a more edgy kind of youthful look, and it looks like Chanel and Louis Vuitton and probably some others have cottoned onto it as well. Louis Vuitton have come out with quite a few new bags in the last month, and I've had loads of you talking to me about their price rises, because someone said they've had like 3 price rises in the last few months. I don't know. The first one is this, and again it falls into this trend that I think is really gonna take off this year, and it is their Vanity PM. So this is where they've taken a vanity case and they've put a chain strap on it. Something I want to say, I did a video a couple of weeks ago and it was on how, because I see all of these brands taking their vanity case, sticking a chain on it and adding 1,000 or more to the price, I think that buying one of the regular vanity cases and adding your own strap is a better way of getting more back for your money. So for example, the Vanity PM that you can see here, it's about £1,500. If you go and get yourself the LV, what is it? Some of you told me I was pronouncing it wrong. It's not nice, it's Nice. Sorry about that. I didn't want to say Nice, and then everyone was like, what are you saying? It's nice. And then I was, anyway, Nice, nice. If you go and get yourself the BB size, that's £700. I did have some of you raising a really valid question on that video saying, well, on the Chanel vanity case, there's no loops to put a chain strap on like there are on the Dior vanity case, so what to do? If you've got the Gucci case, take a look for this loop on the top, and the same thing also goes for older versions of the LV Nice BB. If you look for those loops, there is a way that you can hook onto them. The newer style ones are super easy because they already have a metal clasp. Basically, try and find on Etsy or places like that straps that look like this, where the actual connection bit's really thin metal. Don't know if I'm describing it right, but you don't want to bend that leather loop too much out of shape, so try and get a strap that's got a thin metal attachment. The whole trend with vanity cases ties into what I was saying earlier about the vintage market. I cannot believe the prices of these vintage vanity cases at the moment. They've literally gone through the roof. I almost wish that I've been looking at the Nice BB for a while, and I always never did it, and I wish that I'd bought vintage a while ago now, because the prices are just going up. So if you think you like the vanity trend, I actually think the vintage cases look cooler in many ways than the newer, fresher ones. Talking about Louis Vuitton as well, I wanted to mention this, which is the Pochette Accessories. This is the bag that some of us saw. Did it come out in December? And it's the one where you've got like a strap going across here, and then you've got a pochette down here, and then a circular one up here. This is £1,170. It's not a bag that I would personally buy. I think that when you look at it, initially, this is what I did. When I saw it on the website, I was like, oh, okay, 1,100, yeah, that's fair. And then I thought, hang on a minute, it's a pochette which is canvas, plastic, on a strap thing. Actually, when I look at it, I feel like it's a lot of money for what it is. I think if you're someone that, like, maybe if you don't carry too much around with you, or if you typically quite like wallets on chains, this would be something that is worth getting. But I can't see this being a long-term bag, to be honest. I really do see this being a trend. Even if it's a trend for 2 years, I can't see it. I can't personally see it sticking around for longer than that. Let me know what you think. Last year, Bottega really came back with a vengeance, I feel like. They kind of were, or to me anyway, they were like a brand in the background. You know, I know some of you are going to kill me for this, but whenever I thought about Bottega, I thought about like Banana Republic. I know some of you are going to be like, what? Like an expensive Banana Republic in terms of their designs. And then last year, they came at us with, do you remember the shoes from last year, like the mesh ones, and they were sold out everywhere? And then there was like the Minnie Mouse ones, and they were sold out everywhere. Then they came out with their bags. you know, the one that's just like, it's kind of like a dumpling, looks a bit like a dumpling. They came out, they were sold out everywhere. Well, I'm putting those bags, including their woven ones. I think the woven ones have taken over from the dumpling ones. I think the dumpling ones, I'm just gonna call it that. I know it's not the name of it, but I feel that with that bag, it looks quite cool under the arm, but maybe that's quite impractical after a while. I don't know, for any of you who have got it, let me know. I feel that maybe the woven ones look a bit more practical. You can get them in 2 different sizes. I do like the look of the smaller one. I personally would not buy this bag because I don't feel like it's the long-term thing at all, and I feel that for that money you can get Fendi, you can get Louis Vuitton, you can get brands that have basically been around a lot longer, you can get Gucci and things like that. So I wouldn't buy it, but I do think that if you're looking for a hot trend bag for 2020, that is definitely one of them. Gucci bucket bag. Again, this is coming back to this 90s revival thing. Do you know, there are bags that these brands are resurrecting back from the 90s and early 2000s, and it's pretty cool. The Gucci bucket bags, I think these are really good to get because the price of them is fair, and the bucket bag itself, it's not a design, it's not a shape that's overtly a trend. It's kind of quite classic. So I think this is really worth getting, and also the canvas on the Gucci bags wears so well. The Lady Dior D-Light, this is the one that's come out in fabric that some of you have seen. I have decided I won't be buying it. I like the look of it, but I won't be buying it because I just think I get bored of it quite quickly, and I think the main thing, I think I get it dirty really quite quickly, unless I got the black version. So that for me is a no. So hang on, how many did I say I'd buy? So I feel like I'm highly likely this year to buy the Chanel Classic Flap, the mini one in the square size, subject to seeing it. And I also feel that there is a high chance I'm going to buy the mini Lady Dior in the ultra matte. So they're my opinions, what I think is really going to do it in 2020. Basically vanity cases and 90s revival bags, I think, are the thing to get. Let me know what you think, if you think there's anything I've missed, or have any of you bought the Prada bag, by the way, the nylon Prada bag? How do you find it?